Welcome back. Alrighty. I was asked what a person can do with a minimum of $100 because I know I had did one on $1,000, and then if the person came in it and when drip was at the all-time high. So let's get to it. So I just did three scenarios: one on the faucet, one on the garden, one on the piggy bank. So let's start with the faucet. So you take your $100. Right now, the price is $6.67. You get 14.9 drip after the deposit, after the tax into the faucet. You're going to end up with 13.5 drip. So here's your scenario: hydrate for 6 months, 365, or the max payout. So we'll just go right down the middle at 365. So if you do it for 365 days, then you'll get $22 a day for 383 days for a total of $8,343. And that $22.98 gives you $689 a month. That's a lot of money for someone that has no other passive income. Now, of course, the max payout is if you go for the full 800 days to make that's a long time to reach max payout. So you're talking $1,400 a day for 384 days for a total of $520,000. That's $500,000. But when you hit that day 800, you'll be making $1,400 a day and $42,000 a month. So it's really going to be based on your time frame. Even at 6 months, at 180 days, you're still making an extra $119. Now, of course, along the line, you can throw in more as you get extra cash into the faucet. So there's a lot of different ways that the scenarios can play out. All right, so let's go back. Now we're going to go into the garden. Same thing, same $100. Right now, the cost of one drip BUSD LP is $9.15. So you would be able to get 10.92 LPs for a total of 8,313 plants. So I did the garden based on 30, 60, 90 days. So we'll just go right down the middle again at 60 days. So if you do it for 60 days, nothing but hydrate, at the end of that time frame, you end up with 24,939. Of course, there's other factors in there. How often you compound makes a big difference, because the more you compound, the more you're going to end up having. You can be closer to 30,000. It just depends. And of course, again, if you throw any extra BUSD you have laying around or any of the other tokens or coins that's available to boost up your plant amount. So anyhow, so back to 60 days, you have 24,939. You would receive 8,313 plants a day. Now, I did it based on measly 10 cents. So at 10 cents, you'd be making $83 a day. Or for a month, $2,493 a month. I didn't do no extravagant price because right now it's at a penny. We know before the garden seeds were at anywhere between $8 to $15. So I just went modest as possible at a dime. So even at a dime, you're going to make decent income. It could be 90 days. So if you hydrate for 90 days, you end up with 33,000 plants or 11,000 seeds a day for $110 a day, or $33.52 a month. Now, of course, we've gone through the MP series, especially with the multi wallets. So there's a lot of different scenarios that you can do, because like I said, the last thing you want to do is claim every single day, because especially when it comes to the garden, because it's a game and you would start losing if you started claiming every day. You're not going to be able to max that 3.3% ROI out by claiming every single day. All right, let's go back. Piggy bank. Now, the piggy bank was tough to do. I'll explain. Okay, so same $100. The price right now for the, I don't know why it says that price in there, because they should have said the pig price. Right now, the pig price is $58. So you would get a total of 6.9 LPs. And the 6.9 LPs turn into 60,000 piglets is what you'd have to invest into one of the stakes. You really couldn't do anything to see the value because there's so many options. Because of course, I couldn't even tell how many truffles you're going to get. I know it would be in the millions or the billions of amounts of truffles, but you can't even see that because there's no calculator out there for it yet until it's put onto the animal farm. And the same thing, so we couldn't see the amount of truffles. The value of the truffles, I can't tell because we don't know how many truffles you would receive. So it's really hard to tell. So, and the biggest factor is if you threw a time lock in there. Even a 1 week time lock added a significant amount of different here. So if you go in here, up to piggy bank. Oh, good Lord. Where's the old piggy bank? Okay, here. So when you even go into the old piggy bank, let me connect my wallet here. It's still hard to tell what you would receive, especially when it comes to the max payout, because that's going to be based on the time frame. So this one you guys are going to have to do on your own. You're going to have to figure out how much. Well, you have the $100 and then you have your LPs. But after that, you got to decide if you're going to even time lock it, or if you don't want to time lock it, then just how long will you compound it to receive the 3% a day by just compounding. So there's a lot of different options. Okay, so back to here. So that's what happened here. So I just wanted to give you guys 3 different options if you have $100. But like I said, when it comes to the piggy bank, it's just so many factors in there that you're just going to have to play. I mean, you can do a $50 time lock and a $50 non-time lock piggy bank stake. It's really, really, really up to you. And of course, guys, since the pools and the farms are not open, those would have been additional options for you to stake to put your money. However, they're not open, so we don't have the multipliers. We don't have the APRs or APYs. So there was nothing to really even give you guys an option. So, of course, once it's open, guys, I'll bounce back and we'll complete this. So it is what it is. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple of other options. Go back here. So like I said, it's really going to be dependent on you because, like I said, just crypto is an individual endeavor. So if you only have $100 to invest, of course, my philosophy or my view is the faucet is the foundation. Nothing comes before the faucet. Because I know there was a lot of people that jumped straight into the farm without having anything at all in the faucet. That's not my train of thought. The faucet is the foundation. That faucet is paying that 1% every single day. Going on, where we at, almost 15 months. Every single day. So personally, I would start with the faucet. Get that faucet up and running. And like I said, you can add to it when you can. If you get some extra money, throw some more drip in there, especially at the price it is right now, $6.76. This is the price that I got in back in April of last year. So the timing could not be any better. But it is what it is. Like I say, crypto is an individual endeavor. You do what's best for you, best for your family, best for your family's financial legacy. We have the community. The community is strong. Our development team is even stronger. Well, I wouldn't say that. We're just as strong. Increase your knowledge, reduce your risk. Again, guys, these are just different scenarios that you can run if you only have $100 to invest. And as always, this for informational and educational purposes only, never intended as any type of financial advice, because I am not a financial advisor. These are just different options based on your amount of extra cash you have sitting around. Maybe you decided, well, I'm not going to get no coffees for the rest of the month, or I'm not going to eat out at lunchtime. I'm going to take the money and create some passive income. Because folks, from what they're saying is coming with the recession, you're going to need that passive income. The last thing you want to do is be going paycheck to paycheck, or even tighter than, or your worst case would be putting it on your credit card. Because if you're putting it on your credit card and you can't pay your credit card, now you start messing your credit up, and now you get the daisy chain effect. And one thing, you just don't even want to get there. You don't even want to go there because now you got bad credit. Now, when after the recession is over and everything is prosperous, you still got bad credit and you're deep in debt. So the goal now is to get that passive income up and running and get something coming in. Even if, like I said, even if it's only $119 a month, that can pay your electric bill, that can buy a whole lot of extra food, that can put some extra gas in your car. So, folks, especially if it's going to last 2 to 3 years, it's just a matter of making sacrifices. Like I tell my son, you got to do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Because he gets on me, oh, Dad, I couldn't do 24 years in the Air Force. I'm like, yeah, but look at Dad now. I retired at 44, and I haven't worked a day since. Free medical, free dental, free education for them as well. See, so you do the sacrifices. And that was my road. So you do what you got to do. But the time now is to make the sacrifice. And like I say, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do, which I get to do now. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, turn on your notifications. And to all of my legends, engage.